Most think peace is passive, that war is inevitable, that someone else will handle it. Well, we don't. Welcome to the Department of Peace, where dreamers and doers like you and me and all of us who are fed up with the way things are working together to forge a different future. Today we're joined by Basim, an Iraqi Arab, a war survivor, and one of my co-founders at Humanitarian Peace Collective. Together we continue our series on how to survive a dictator. And Inas shares profound thoughts on how she broke free from the programming and propaganda of Saddam Hussein in Iraq, how she escaped sectarian violence brought on by the American invasion and occupation, and why she can now say today that she is grateful for war. And the things that taught her about not living as a victim. I loved this conversation with my longtime friend and co-founder, Inas. She's a deep empath. And I think it's so rare for many of us around the world to get to see war and violence through the eyes of someone as loving as Inas. I think this one is going to really move us to action. Here's our discussion. Inas Basim, welcome to the Department of Peace.
Thank you so much.
So glad you're here today.
Thank you.
We have been friends, co-workers for many, many years.
Yes.
Co-founder of Humanitarian Peace Collective.
Yes.
We are talking about, in this current series that we're doing, how to survive a dictator. Mm-hmm. And you know something about how to survive a dictator. Your family knows something about how to survive a dictator. And when I say dictator, I don't only mean the obvious thing, like, Bashar al-Assad or Saddam Hussein.
Yes.
I mean, even groups that can be like dictators. True. Or, periods of time like war that create very difficult situations to live in. So we will get to that part of your story. But before we get to that, just tell me a little bit about who you are, who you think you are, where you're from, growing up, some of that about your life.
Sure. First of all, I'm Inas Basim. I'm from Baghdad. So originally I'm Arab. And now half. Like now I moved to Kurdistan, north of Iraq. I come for a reason of peace, love, all these things that everyone wished to have it. So I was in 2006. It was a time that I was a teenager, the time that I was preparing to go to school, have exam, taking a shower at night, preparing my clothes, my hair, in order to have a nice day or a normal day. Then it just suddenly, it was raining, like rain. We have a rain, but it was actually not a rain of water. We have a rain of bombing. So the car was moving, like we are trying to go to school, and then we have this kind of bomb everywhere. And it was a day of...
What year is this?
2006.
Okay.
It was a day of when they decide to kill Saddam Hussein. It was not the day of they killed him. No, the day of they decide he should be executed or something.
So this is a couple years after the start of the war.
Yes.
The U.S. has already come in.
Yes.
Already basically kicked Saddam out.
Yeah.
We've talked to Rawand Rasul about what he remembers from that time.
Yeah.
Saddam goes into hiding.
Yeah.
They find him in a hole somewhere. And so you're starting the story, something that you remember very strong is actually after all of that.
But actually I can return back a little bit, which is I remember when it was a war started and we were so scared and we were in Baghdad. And that time, my father decided to, because he cared about us, he put us all in a car and take us all the way to Diyala, a little bit north of Baghdad. To make sure that we are in a safe place or something. And then we just when the situation become worse and worse day by day, the situation start to be worse and worse. And actually, the funny part, if you look at each country, when they kill the dictator, let's say, everyone will jump and clump and they will feel so happy. They feel like, oh my God, we're gonna relax, but they don't know, maybe it's actually just started. It just started. And as every places, they feel happy. We And people start to share stories about what they have before and how they scared. And then people start to say, oh my God, we wish we have this dictator before.
Come back.
Come back, because now we have a lot. So when my father take us to Diyala, we should return to our home to see what we should do for future.
In Baghdad.
In Baghdad. When we returned to Baghdad, actually my father, he had a big factory of plastic. When he returned back, even he didn't see the black that he can put like a wire or anything, a machine.
He was the owner?
He was the owner. Everything, it's become empty, like nothing. It's only block. And
how long were you gone?
It's like 2 weeks or 3.
2 weeks, and they looted, took everything from the factory.
And this machines should be by a car, like this, a machine is the size of room.
This is professional stealing, not just not just some kids from the neighborhood.
Yeah, and the funny part, like my family spent a lot of money on it because it's our future.
Of course.
And later on, after the war, it's become like they say, if this metal by 2 kilo, we sell it by 2,000 Iraqi dinar, 3,000 Iraqi dinar, which it cost before like 7 million, 8 million when he created this. So it was like not only he lost his factory, but he lost all his life. He spent it on this thing. He said, it's fine. The important things, I have my family around me. He don't care. He said, I don't want to be sick. I just want to care about my family. And he take us. And then the situation become worse and worse and worse until they start to kidnap boys or girls, especially when it starts by the names of Omar, Ali. And my brother named Ali. So it was like, they say Shia Sunnah. We don't believe on this. It's actually a group from 2 parties. We don't call it Shia and Sunnah. So we were scared about these names. So we sent our brother to Syria in order from their airplane to Suleymania. So he cannot go all the way from Baghdad to Suleymania because we're scared if he will be kidnapped, because he has been kidnapped 3 times.
Ali.
Like not kidnapped, but like they stopped him in the car.
Detained or...
Yes.
Very scary still.
Yes. All these
because
things.
These are not... this is not the government.
It's not the government.
These are like gangs.
It's a group of whom we don't know.
Yeah, political gangs, kind of.
Yeah.
Militia, we usually say.
It's like this, yeah. And
how old was he when he was being detained and at risk of kidnap and all this?
He was the age of starting a college.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
18, 19,
It's
something.
like this, yeah.
How old were you? You're the baby.
I was the baby. I'm still the baby. So I think I was... 14, like 12 like this, yeah. Then they start to kidnap girls to rape them or these things. So my family decided to send us to Suli by a big truck.
A different city farther in the north.
Yeah.
Different kind of government structure and...
Yeah, more safe.
More in the Kurdish areas.
Yes.
We talked to different guests about this in the past,
Yeah. So how we moved all the way, actually by a big truck, of the chicken, like, when they put the chickens and they bring it to...
The live chickens.
Live chickens.
So your family hid in the back of a chicken truck.
No, like only like me and my sister and like my brother also. We take us
the kids.
Time. Yeah, the kids. They send the kids.
In the back of a chicken truck.
Of the chicken truck.
You're escaping war zone Baghdad.
Yes.
And war zone southern Iraq.
Yes.
Coming up to Suleymania, which at that time is, not really experiencing war directly.
Mm-hmm. I cannot forget when we look, because the cart has a like this
flap, a plastic flap or something.
And we was watching my mom and my father. They saying
behind you.
No, they were just because after 1 week they will follow us because my father need to. And they were doing this, and I saw my mom crying,
waving goodbye.
And it was it was minutes, but for us it was not minutes. It's like, oh my God, we see my mom. She was near to us, and then she becomes smaller because we are going all the way, and we were children. And the funny part when we reached Suleymania, because all the way we were jumping because it's a big truck, and we have this emotion ourselves, inside us, the not the angry, but like we don't understand what's happening and what will happen, and is my mom and father will be survive? Are they gonna follow us? All these questions for children. Plus, you have this pain muscles because it has 8 hours. You are in like all the way to reach Suleymania. We have our relatives in Suleymania. We went to their home. So they did for us a massage or something because like we were having a heart pain. Then my family, after like they closed the door they brought someone like a welder to close the door of the house because we already has been stolen by we don't want also to have the house to be stolen. So they did this and then they follow us. This I think in 2004, 5, I don't know, like I don't remember the time. Then we return to, after all of this, we wait in like Suleymania, and then we return back after it to Baghdad. Because like the school start, the life start, as they said. And it was fine and normal. And then it was like a day when like the school started. And the funny part, my father decided to change my school to go to school near to my mom's house or family house. And I told them, if I will die, I will not go to the school, I will go to my old school. So I was like throwing...
You didn't want to change schools?
No. And I was throwing my books and notebooks from the windows, like my father's car window. I told him, I will not go, I will go to my school. So then after 2 days, I went to this, like my school, and we have the exam. And then from the door, the guard say, you should return. There's no exam anymore. They cancel it. Please all return.
They shut down the school?
Yeah.
Because violence was growing too much in the area?
Yeah, according to the news or something, they were scared, so they stopped the exam. But we didn't know in that time. Mm-hmm. So we tried, the taxi or the driver tried to return back to drive each one of us to their houses. And then this rain started, the bombing started. And the text, like, he started to be like James Bond, like because you don't know what to do.
Was this airstrikes from the U.S. government, or was it on the ground bombings and explosions from the militias?
It's from militias.
Okay.
It's from our group, like our, like from the same place. I don't know how to say it. Like it's not from outside.
Yeah.
It's from one city hit another city, and then the other city they should return back this. So it's between them. I don't know what to call them or what the name, but it's not U.S.
Yeah, I mean, this is when we were starting to talk about civil war in Iraq, or, I mean, people had different legal opinions about what it was, but it looks like civil war.
Yeah.
It looks like brothers killing brothers, or cousins killing cousins, or something like that. Yeah. I want to go back a little bit because it's such an interesting part of your story and a really emotional thing. I think what did it feel like for your mom and dad to put you in the back of a chicken truck?
Let them
12 years old, 13 years old, I guess.
You mean from my side or from them side?
From your side. I want to know what you experienced or what you remember from that time.
It was just in my mind, like, I'm going to see them again or not.
And what did that feel like?
I'm losing a part.
Do you remember it? Yeah. You were the baby, so maybe on one side you can say you have...
You know what, Jeremy? I think now I reach an age I'm not pretend anymore. I think I was pretending, jumping, dancing, like as a child.
Were you the funny one?
I was the funny one. Like my brother called me a headache. Like this is the nickname because I'm just jumping. They call me like a headache. وجع راس in Arabic, they say.
But you always want to make people feel better.
Yes. I think how it's become now, you know? Even like my second, as a healer, I'm doing as a healer. Like I feel from the beginning, I try to make people feel it's gonna go. Like let it just, it's fine. It's fine. It's like a sponge, you're gonna take it, and then like in the water, like in the sink, all the water,
Squeeze it out.
squeeze it, and that's it. But when I saw how my sister and my brother look at my family, I was looking at them more than I look at my family. Like, it's fine, like I was like, it's fine. We're gonna see them. But in my side, I was not sure. Yeah. So, but we were funny, fun, because like we feel like we are dancing, but we are not dancing. We're forced to be dance.
An adventure and probably very scary.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Did you understand they were protecting you, or did it feel like they were abandoning you?
No, they protect. We feel it from the...
You knew that at that time?
Yeah, we knew that. The nice things in our family, alhamdulillah, from the beginning, my father, when he want to do something, he never say, Inas, she is a child, she don't know about this, she don't need to participate, or let's say in this talk or this conversation. I think this is why we all have this confidence and or we love to talk or participate, because my family raised us in a way that we are talking together in any simple talk. So before this, of course, my family talked to us like this, the plan will be. This should be like this in order to protect you and your sister, and your brother will have like school start, the college, and all of these things. So it should be done in this way.
Which I can say, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but it's not the most normal thing in Iraqi culture. Actually, I think it's very normal to protect your kids and tell them nothing. And you only tell them like...
Do this.
A story, like... I don't know. You're going to this city and it's going to be like Disneyland.
Yeah.
But you don't tell them why they are leaving.
Yeah.
You don't tell them about the dangers.
Yes.
Because you don't want to hurt their feelings, or you don't want to. So, but your family was telling you some of that. They were telling you why.
They say it in a clear way, but they say it not with a scary. They say it with advice and awareness. There is two way of people how to communicate with their children. No, like they like, don't do this, don't do that, and you're gonna be killed. You're gonna not teach your children. You're gonna just make them scared. Yeah. Actually, but my family, they were not like with awareness. Don't do this. If you reach, for example, a checkpoint, wear your scarf. You do this, like like step to protect us with awareness.
Were you supposed to be the children of the people in the truck? The driver?
So it was only.
Or were you supposed to be hiding?
No, like so kind of hiding. Yeah, because we were only me and like we were not a lot. Like only my family, like only my sister and my brother and I.
So no other kids.
No other kids. No.
Who was the driver?
So actually, our relatives here, they work in this truck. But he's not a driver. Okay. He is working a company of chicken, send it to Baghdad, and return it back. So he say, I'm gonna return empty. So he convinced my family, let me take the children with me, and then you can follow us. So this is what happened. So he should return. The truck should be returned to Sulaimania. So in order to make sure like we are safe, he took us. Yeah. But he took all the responsibility. Wow. To make sure we are good and reach safe to the place. Yeah.
Was there anything scary on that trip? Checkpoints or anything, or did it go well?
No, it went well, I think, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing. You are displaced from Baghdad as a young child. But you actually only stayed in the place where you were fleeing to for a short period of time, and you returned to Baghdad.
Yeah.
Then you're in Baghdad. Your dad says you have to go to a different school to be safer. You're throwing your books out the window. I won't do it.
Yeah, even if I will die, I will say.
Yeah, and then the school cancels all your classes because there's a lot of threat going on. And then that day, the rain starts. The rain of bombing.
Yeah.
What happens next?
Next, when the drivers start to put the girls near to their houses, and one of the bombs start to be inside the car. They took us, like some of us, they took us out from the car, and even they announced me in news like we have one girl has been killed in this car.
A rocket hit the car.
A rocket hit the car.
And they thought
I have been killed.
Wow.
Because we were near to the place of a house of one of the girls. So both of the girls run to the house. I stay in the car, and the driver also. So there was a news. It showed that there is a car. They show the car in the news and everything, and they say the girl, like they announced me that I have been killed inside this car. And in that time, the funny part, people, they cannot come and help you because it was kind of, this kind of strategy. I'm going to bomb one. People will come.
The double tap.
I'm going to bomb again. Mm-hmm. So people start to understand, like, sorry for people who killed, but we cannot kill more, And then, like, what's called, the police come. They took who is in the car and they take it to the hospital to make sure they are good or safe or something. So, but like, I feel all this is like, when we look at the movie and we say it's a movie, but when you live inside the movie,
you lived the movie.
When you live inside the movie, the minute is the 1 year. 1 minute is 1 year. Because you hear the sound and the noise, the scare, you feel the energy, you feel, eight. I don't know how can I say it, but like the car, it has the metal, right? It's made by metal. You feel this, the metal hate you or you hate them. You don't like, it's a mix of emotion and feelings that you will face it and see it during 1 minute. And then like my family shocked about what's happening, and like Ines in school, my mom, she is not there, my sister in college, like they want to make sure like we are all good and safe and we return to the house.
Not a lot of people are going to say that the metal of a car has any feelings to them. You are, there's two people in my life who have like the biggest ability to feel other people's feelings. It's you and my wife, Jessica.
This is why we are near and we love each other a lot.
You're an empath. You really do have, I believe, a deep gift from God, from the universe, to feel what other people are feeling. Even, I guess, to feel what metal is feeling.
Yes, yeah.
Tell me about what it's like to live with that much sensitivity to the world.
At the beginning, it was hard because you have a lot of things to think. And your heart is like a machine. When you do the lab test for a blood, and the lab test should be, say, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I'm doing this with each feeling, with each action, with each behavior. At the beginning, it was hard, and like hard for me to digest, like, why this person is doing this, or why this situation is happening, or what should I do to, like, for example, what should I do to forget this metal, or to forget this, or how should I behave if I will hear something or similar to this story again. These kind of things, I know it's a gift from God. It's so good, and I like it and appreciate it every day. I do appreciate for what I have, like, really. This gift, it's make me love myself first, and understand myself first, and understand why God put me in this situation, because this situation is a messenger, a messenger that come to my life to make me learn new things, to get out something from inside me, which is the power, which is the patience, which is things that I don't know about it. Things that was hide behind a small child, that she is lazy, she is crazy, she is, like these talk that we talk about the child. I was not understanding my value. And the funny part, my family say, this bomb come to Ines, change her mindset, It's true. It's true. Because, I just was living in a place that only being programmed by family, community, and let's say other things, childhood. But then I start to be in new programs. I try to program myself. I start to program surround me, a new program to help me to raise this kind of Venus. That it's funny, but like I really love myself. I really appreciate myself because I found how much I love myself, people will love me. How much I understand myself, people will understand me. If I just if I'm just angry toward you, if I'm just angry toward the metal, if I'm just angry toward the war, no one can help me and I cannot help myself. But if I just go down and deep inside myself, no, I will start to understand what this happened. And if I blame the government and US and militia and you and life and family and situation, and then I will be just like, I take the a victim place. And the victim place, some of the people who love to be victim because they understand they will get love, attention by victim, let's say. I'm poor, I don't have house, I lost my family. I'm not saying this is easy things. It's not easy at all.
And you've been through it,
I have been through all of these. But I feel, from my side, I feel bad situation is like, in gymnastic, we have this jump bars, like you be in a place and you like go all the down to
like a trampoline,
all the way down, and then you go
it launches you higher.
So that's what I feel. The bad situation make Inas who is Inas.
Okay, maybe this is a crazy question or a crazy way to say the question. I don't know, maybe disrespectful. I've been in this world for 20 years, but are you telling me you're grateful for war?
Yeah.
I never heard you say that before. Tell me more.
Of course, no one loves to be in pain. No one loves to be in bad situation. But sometimes things happen to your life to discover who are you, like who yourself, like what should you do in order you change the path that you have been in. Because before I was, let's say, lazy, normal child, I don't like to study, or I want to play. I blame my family about things, or like why they didn't do this and why they didn't do that, or I was not paying attention to a simple and small details that what is my father is doing in order to bring us this money or this, this life. And this war, first of all, show me who is loving Inas and who is just like a normal person come to Inas' life. And it showed me like, what should I do to go to second level and other things. And I feel it just like, of course, I'm not happy for people to be killed. And I don't want to say this, of course. I'm not happy about people who lost their loves and houses. Like all my childhood in Baghdad. Of course, I miss Baghdad. Of course, I wish to have a house now there. And I say, Baghdad, I return back. Of course. But every one of us come to this life not to live for a long time. Everyone come with a story, need to do it, done it, and return back to the, to your second life, I call it. And this life, we are all actors in this life. As I'm an actor, Inas, I need actors with me to finish my scenario and story in this life. I cannot be, there is no movie, one actor. Every movie needs actors to make this movie to be end or done. For Inas' story, for Inas' life, it's need to have Basim as her father, and Am as his mother, and Jeremy as her friend and co-founder, and all the rest, in order my story and my scenario and my movie to be end. But how should I end the movie? It's by my hand. It's not by what we call mukhrij. I don't know what they call it by the...
This is like fate, destiny.
Yes. It's by my hands. You know, I just even believe destiny is, they say it is your destiny. And this is your gunaha or sorry, like her destiny will be like this. No, like destiny in my hand. Because the future and destiny is about what you is doing now. Now I'm talking with you. My destiny, I'm going to see this movie. And my future, I'm going to see this movie.
You have I don't know if you use this language here, but you have a card, we say. You can put that card down anytime you want. I am a victim. I'm a victim of war.
Yeah.
Stop saying this to me.
Yeah.
You destroyed my country.
Yeah.
Stop saying this to me. I lost my house. Stop saying this to me. A rocket hit my car. They thought I was dead. You have a card. You can play it anytime.
Yeah.
But you are saying almost, I think, you should never play that card.
Of course.
What do you think? Why do some people play the card and some people think I should never play the card?
According to how they've been programmed. I can tell you one thing, which is if you go to camps, they have been programmed. Any organization camp.
Do you mean refugee camps?
Refugee
and
camps.
Displacement camps?
Yes, displacement camps and refugee camps. They have been programmed. If any organization come, say 1, 2, 3, we don't have this, we have been killed this is not. It's not about true, wrong or right. It's about if you will not say this, maybe you will not get the help, the money, the travel or
formula. You say this, now we have to do this, and everyone is happy because the organization has their success and the family has their...
And the organization have the numbers. It's not like about the quality, it's about, the number. So they have been programmed. But I feel you don't need this. If the organization come and you just say what you want immediately, this is my past. I want to have this life. Can you help me or not? Instead, I'm having like all my scenario, all my this, just what you want. I want to have like actually we have something we called only ask, like clear, like what you want. I want 1, 2, 3. Like what you want? I want a cup of water. But if I told you, during Baghdad, I was thirsty and I cannot find the water and my family didn't eat.
All the reason behind it and the sad story.
There's no need. There is no need. Because it's from my side. If you, like begging, it just show me like cheapness, like something, it not show the reality. But if you just say it with confidence about what you need, what you wish, what's your plan, everyone will help you and support you.
So let's skip ahead a little bit in the story. You can go anywhere you want, but let's say, because this is an interesting thing to me. You do start later in your life doing humanitarian work, and in time together we start Humanite Peace Collective together. You're one of the co-founders of Humanite. Talk a little bit about how your journey, this programming kind of idea, what do you feel like you're bringing and helping Humanite bring to a camp, for example, but really to the world, even to the donors or the volunteers or our friends on every side? What has your journey of going through these things taught you, and kind of what are you teaching others through Humanite about maybe a better way to help or the programming, like a different way of programming?
It's a nice question. So after I moved to Suleimania and lived here, and I saw a lot of refugee camps, IDP camps, and all of these things here, and I feel how people is behaving, I was like, I don't want them to live the same situation that I live. So I'm refugee, also I'm IDP, because like it's a different language, a different places, like different community. So I go to see them, try to support them by anything I can. So at the beginning, I start by collecting money, collecting clothes, And like in Iraq and Islam, we have something called zakat, sadaqah. We have this kind of money before Ramadan. We give some money. So I try to tell our friends, family, I'm near to these people who need this support. If you want to support, please give me and I can support. Then I start to go, this at the beginning of my journey, like start to go to these places and give money, give kind of this support. Later on, I start to be working with organization. Then I start to work. And I found I'm hearing this card that people use it, you know, and
the victim card.
The victim card.
And they are victims.
And of course they are victims.
Which is what's so hard about it sometimes.
Which is true. Like, I know you have this pain. I know, but don't create, you know, we have something you say, don't put salt and spice on it. This is my point. Like, really, like, just say it. Because we all pass this, you know. Even if you didn't lose someone from your family member, but also you left your house, you left your community. So we are all sharing the same pain. Don't put salt and, you know, spice on it. Just make it plain, you know, and it's clear. So it just show me, and some organization that I worked before, it just show me they care about the numbers. Oh, we helped 1,000, 2,000, I don't know what, you know. But when I go and see, the help is not about money. It's not about from the door 1, 2, 3 and that's it. The help is listening, caring,
time.
It's need time.
You're the best at that. The thing that you give the most of isn't money, it's time.
Time. Because sometimes people need just like, how are you? Or how you feel? Or what you want? Maybe one hug is enough. Maybe you are beautiful, don't care about the scar in your face. Actually, your scar in your face make you unique. Like these kind, even we have it in Islam or any kind of say, يعني الكلمة الصدقة يعني حسنة, like the word, if you say it, nice word, will make people feel good. So when I feel some of organization from outside, you need one this, two this, it will not help. This is why I loved our work together. This is why I love to be working with you, Jeremy, Jessica, and these all our co-founders, because we are not care about numbers. We care about soul of people. And I think this is why we have also successful businesses, because a business will not be successful if he has all this drama in his life. But when we told him what he wants. He say, I want, let's say, a salon or a barber shop or a restaurant. But if you go deep, actually, he don't like to be a restaurant and chef. But his father
We're talking about refugees or people who have lost everything,
yes,
and helping them build back their life.
Yes, building.
And sometimes the programming taught them to say a certain thing.
A certain things.
But if you really listen,
if I'm really listening and spend time with them, and I went to the childhood and what he wished to do, because if you do something from a program, you will reach a point you hate it and you want to leave it. And you don't have something to develop or create something in you. But if you will work in something that you love, you have a passion, you will do a lot of search and to do this job in perfect way or this business. So we spend a lot of time listening to these people. Go and drink with them the tea. Oh my God, the tea with them. It's like
refugee tea is the best tea.
Refugee tea is the best tea, really.
Because it's such a generous thing to come, a gift from someone who almost has nothing left in their life.
And you know the tea will be taste much better day by after day. Why? It's made with a trust. Because the trust will become more and more day by day. I share the pain, she shared the pain. We gossip our family and husbands. No one know, please don't record this. And then the tea tastes more. And people will go to their childhood and their skills and what they wish to have. And when we told them, we're gonna do it, their face change. The reaction will be so different from I will do for you a restaurant, from I will do for you your skill or what hobby that you wish to have.
It's a movement from doing something for somebody else to doing something with somebody else.
Someone else. And like they surprised when we go together in order to go to bazaar and implement a business, and they saw me like I'm with like, no, like you are. I say, of course I'm Inas, but I'm a human. We are the same. So we sit in the floor, take the things, try it, see it before we implement it. We don't want just to buy things. We want to test it. And this is why I feel like I'm so grateful for my organization, because I have thousands of friends, real friends, friends that Inas stay in work. She is not staying in the work. She is in Baghdad, in Sulaimania, or in Italy. They called her. They remember her birthday because she remember their birthday. She remember what they like, what they hate. This listening and caring and love is the most important things in our work.
And you've worked in, let's say, some of the biggest organizations in the world. Like you've worked for those organizations.
Yeah.
Sometimes I call it big aid. It's just like, it's just big.
It's big. Big by the numbers.
But that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't mean it's the best. It doesn't mean it's better.
Yeah.
What's the difference in when you were working with big aid? Does big aid get the same kind of friendships like you're talking about?
No, because there's rule I should follow.
Programming. It's such an interesting perspective that you say that. I really like that word. It's programming. It's coding.
It's coding
for the brain.
Yeah, it's loop. Should be, you know?
It is a loop, yeah.
It's a loop. So I should return, and I say I did 10, and the 10 is perfect, and they told me it's perfect, and the business is successful.
Now, we still use reports in Humanite.
We still.
What's the difference?
The difference is...
How do you use a report? And, of course, we know where our money's going. Of course, we know names and phone numbers, and we have data. But how do you do reports and not make it like the kind of loop programming?
The feelings. I told you, like, the metal has a feeling. The feeling that I will write it with the report is like the details that show, do you know, like, we have a successful business, but do you know her reaction when I share with her a tea and this and that? You know how her life has been even progress in marriage life, how she treats her children now. So I'm not telling you about we have the 10,000 or like you give it to me. I open for them a machine or a salon and my report done. My report here go to her life, to her situation, how she her life, family, all these things, we care about it. We care about health, I feel. We care about soul in our report. We just not say, it's a successful business. She have 10 customers. We say it, of course, because donors and everyone, they need to know where the money is going, and they're right. But also we care plus an extra, which is we care about love, emotion, how they feel. We do some report about, we just do meditation by inhale, exhale before they start the job. We told them before you go open the door of your shop, please do your dua, take inhale, exhale, say good mantra, like I will have a good day, I will have a nice day, God will send me all the good things. If things will come with peace, with love. These kind that we teach people and treat them is the same way that we do for ourselves. I feel the big aid, they don't do this or they don't care about this in the report.
There's another dynamic I'm thinking about here, two sides. What it's like for you to work with women and what it's like for you to work with men. So let's take them one by one. And of course, there's different kinds of men, there's different kinds of women. So this is just a like kind of broad idea I'm thinking about. But when you work with women, one of the, especially with women where you're trying to help them recreate jobs. So one of the things we do at Humanite is we try to stop war before it starts by working across enemy lines. we rebuild what war breaks, and we try to unite divided communities. So you spend a lot of your time rebuilding what war breaks, specifically by helping people rebuild their businesses, jobs, income.
Yeah.
When you work with women, many of those women never had jobs before, but now they're in a situation where maybe they need a job just to help the family, or they're not going to all survive. What is it like to work with women who never worked before? You say, what is your dream? And what do they tell you?
Sometimes they say, we don't have dream.
Yeah.
Sometimes because also they have been programmed, sorry to say that, like, you are a girl, just get married and have a children, and that's it. So this is why I told you we take a lot of journey with them by build the trust and make her trust herself. And when she starts to trust herself, believe in herself, sometimes even she feels shy to open a subject with her husband because he will tell him, just go and cook for us, for example. I told her he will not tell you this if you are confident about your idea, if you believe in your idea, if you believe in yourself. So first, I spend time by life coach. Then I will spend another extra time by business coach. Then I will start talk about the business. So I'm not going immediately. This is why I told you the T test will be different day by day. Because first, I will try to make her appreciate she is a woman. Because women, they should, because I feel, sorry, my side, I feel this word, I feel women is a word, you know, because the word will not be done without the women. Like, we are all get birthed by women. And like, you know, it starts from a women thing. So I want her feel to trust herself. I told her the power that you have to have a child and then to raise a child. Men, they don't have it. If you ask a man to give a birth, I think he's gonna kill himself. So you already have a power. So we start from, you know, really from under the zero. By a piece of paper and pen, by a joke, by writing things, by a song together, by having tea together. So build herself, empower her first, then make her look good to open this idea with her family. Sometimes girls, she's scared. She has all the gift from God and the skill, but she's scared according to the program that she has before from her family.
Is there a difference when an American comes over and tries to do empowerment and when an Iraqi woman comes beside you and tries to do empowerment?
True, yes.
What's the difference?
The difference, like, you know your family member. I don't know your family member. So I know my community. It's not about you are foreign and I'm like local or something. But like, for example, I know American people love coffee more than tea. So, but they will like to taste tea, of course. But I mean, they would like in the morning to have a cup of coffee. But here they love to have tea, Iraqi people. But I know like Syrian people, they love to have burghul, sour, I don't know what they call it, more than rice. But like these simple details that we care about, maybe the foreign people, they don't know about it. But actually we appreciate when a person comes from far, they leave their house, their country, their community, come all the way to help us. Of course, this like it has a big value and impact on us.
So let's turn to men, the other side. Again, there's many kinds of men.
Yeah.
But, you know, we can say it's not the most normal thing for a woman to come in and sit with a man and, I don't know, help him.
Yeah.
Surely not normal to teach him how to start a business. What's it like to work with men in the time when they are maybe the worst time in their life, maybe the most shame they are feeling about the whole situation for their family? What's that like?
So I told you, and I started from before, I told you, when I love myself, when I care about myself, when I respect myself, it will be in my aura. It will be like surround me. So people look at me, they will respect me, they will love me. Really is like this. But if I don't know who is Inas, if I don't trust myself, if I don't believe what I'm doing, if I don't love what I'm doing, I cannot go and convince men or even women. So how men, they are different from women. The first thing is like, I can do anything because they are a man. That's the difference between how to work with men and women.
Yeah, women, I can do nothing.
I can do nothing, only give birth, you know?
Yeah.
But men, when you told them, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Which
Even though you know that's not true.
I know this like idea of a brother, like she's an organization, you know? But then also the same thing I'm doing with the women, I'm doing also a life coach. So we start and go to the childhood and what he wish and hope he and these things. And then we reach to the what he wished to have in the future, like as a business. But only the difference is like I can do anything. But I told you, it's depend on the person. This is why everyone surrounds me. I told him, of course I love my father. Of course I love my husband. Of course I love my family. Of course. But first I should know how to love myself. Like if I'm sick today, I cannot come today for the interview. I will call you tomorrow. I will come tomorrow. Because if I'm sick, I cannot help myself and I cannot help you. Like if I come here and I'm coughing and sneezing and tired and I have a headache, I cannot make with you a good interview or like this kind of conversation. So loving myself, make people and care about myself, make people understand what the value that God gives to us, which is the soul.
What's the difference between loving yourself and the kind of like
selfishness?
Yeah, arrogance, ego.
Yeah.
The very negative things that sometimes we see in society when maybe it looks to us like someone is loving themselves too much.
Yeah, because also sometimes if I make the definition of selfishness, it will be different from you, different from other person. Also, it's according to how we programmed. So loving ourselves, I mean, for example, we have a piece of bread, or like we are in ocean, and both of us, we don't know how to swim. I start to make myself survive, and then I can help you. But if I die, like how can I help you? This is the point. But it's not about I have two bread, and now it's only for me and make you feel like hungry, you know? This is different. The things that I should make myself good so I can help you. So it's all by how you think about the things. Like, for example, if I ask, like you are drinking the water and I ask the cup of water that you drink, and my aim inside in order to drink before you, to make you thirsty, this is selfishness. But because I'm gonna, like, you know, like I need it and I can wait until you finish, this is different. Like I feel this, you are loving yourself. I don't know, like it's kind of hard. It's only one line between two.
Yeah.
It's according how you feel. It's all the feeling.
Is it intention?
Intention. Yeah.
So the series, the conversation that we're thinking a lot about right now is how to survive a dictator. Saddam, militia, bombings, foreign occupation, whatever it is. Someone's taking over your government, coup. If you have to put your life story and some of this conversation into just a few thoughts, how do you survive a dictator?
First of all, by acknowledge, I'm Inas. I passed through this. And accept what I have been done. Because if I'm not acknowledged, I will later on have 1,000 of disease. Like this, like diabetic and other things, you know? Because if I just put it inside me, I don't need to acknowledge in front of everyone. I don't need to make everyone feel guilty about what the story of Inas or everything. I think my friend is a pen and a paper. This is my friend. I feel technology is really good and I really appreciate what we have now. But pen of paper is like kind of, you build a new neurology system by writing...
New programming.
Yeah.
You can reprogram yourself.
Yes. So first of all, by acknowledge, I'm angry toward my father because my father didn't allow me to go outside. I acknowledge. Then I accept because he's a father. He has this feeling of care or like he's scared about me, this and that. Then I try to make this feeling by deal with it, which is inhale, exhale, meditation, dancing, preparing for me a nice food, going with a friend, but do it like I'm doing this instead of this. But if I spend all the time, remember the war, blame the government, blame the situation, like we are the same as the charge of phone. If 20% went for blaming, 20% went for the past, 20% went for what's remained for today that I can spend it for, you know? So like now, instead of I spend 100% the charge of phone on something that happened and I cannot change it, I can spend 90% to create a new program, a new idea, which is peace. Peace with myself. Peace with around me, surround me. Peace with everything.
I love that. We talk a lot in Humanite and in our work together over the years about, let's say, like two kinds of survivors, two kinds of revolutionaries, you know, two kinds of activists. There's the kind that wants to burn something down because maybe it really is evil. Maybe it's really bad, really oppressive. Then there's the kind who wants to build something new. And sometimes the burners don't know how to be builders. And maybe the builders don't know how to be burners. I don't know. You're a builder. You want to build something new. You want to build an alternative to the way things are.
Because I have been I burned. Like my life, my past, my childhood burned.
By people who, by their own thinking, they were trying to burn down the system.
Yes.
Maybe at the beginning they weren't evil.
Yes.
They didn't start with evil intention.
Yeah.
They were themselves oppressed by Saddam Hussein.
Yeah.
They wanted to overthrow the regime.
Yeah.
But somehow many of them became the regime themselves.
Yeah.
They're burning, they're destroying their neighbors, destroying their friends, their family. Did they ever build something that was truly different from Saddam?
No.
Many of them became the same thing, right?
The same.
Tell me a little bit more about building an alternative in the middle of the way things are, in the middle of the oppression, the violence, the war. How do you build? How do you stay creative and generative when everything around you feels like it's killing you?
You know, sometimes I can tell you one thing, which is people sometimes tell me, Ines, if we brought this person who bombed in that day, what are you going to do with him? Are you going to kill him, do this? I told them no. Like, I'm just going to ask him one question. Why? Like, why you did this? Because of the money? Because they threaten you they're going to kill your children? Because I feel he is a victim. I'm not a victim. The people who killed they are not a victim. Because at night, so nice, I'm gonna sleep and have a nice dream, but he cannot sleep. So he's the victim. I feel sorry about the people who is doing the violence, is not receiving the violence. Because these people, they don't know what the value of having a nice night, a calm night. They don't know what the taste of it actually. So in order to build this kind of things, people who have been, let's say, have this kind of pain, let's say, because they have been losing their family or anything, if they understand they are not the victim, this happened for them for a reason, and they are strong. And we have something which is called لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. It's meaning that I got this situation because I'm capable of passing through it. But alhamdulillah, if another one get this situation that I got it, maybe he gonna kill himself, you know? But because I have inside me the power that I didn't know about it. So I got this.
It helps reveal who you are.
Who I am.
How do you survive when your country is being pulled apart like this? When the programming is trying to make you hate your neighbor, trying to make you hate the other side, trying to make you hate the other party or the other religious group or the other ethnic group. We see it all over the world right now. The programming is trying to pull us apart. How do you stay with this much love in your heart? How do you marry someone from the other side? How does he marry someone from the other side when the programming is doing this to us?
Yeah, by love, by sharing love, by cancel, delete all the judgment, all the programs that has been built inside my mind. Like Kurd Arab. Like they feel all the Arab is Saddam. We cannot blame them because they lost family member or something. But if I'm not judging, if I'm not giving any kind, like when I told you the metal, I remember to it, and feeling of the metal, like everything is like sending energy. So if I'm sitting with you and I hate you, but I pretend to be loving you, you just want to leave the chair.
I have been around the streets with you when there are still like very many racist things being said, at least about Arab people, maybe not about you directly, but at least about all Arab people and you're Arab, but maybe because you live here, because you're married to a Kurdish man, sometimes people don't even think of you as Arab. So they will say many things that they actually feel, or they know you're Arab and they say the worst thing and then they say, oh, but not you.
But not you.
How does that affect you? How do you live in the middle of that kind of...
Really, it's not affecting me because I told you, I learned to accept everything. I know we have all different point of view. I cannot make everyone have the same point of view that I have it on the same things.
But so much of the world right now is trying to force the other side to have their point of view.
Yeah, which is not correct. For example, they say if you eat a lot of rice, it will affect you if you have, but not all of us. Like maybe it's for one, but not for all of us. I feel like just don't listen. Listen to your heart. Don't listen to your ego. Don't listen to the program. Even don't listen to your father if your father say don't love Kurdish and you are Arab, let's say, or you don't know what happened in the past. Or American people killed I don't know what. I don't want to say Jewish about this, but I mean, don't talk from what you programmed. Talk about what you feel. Like I'm sitting now with you, and I feel I'm like at my house. So do I need to say, are you Muslim or Christian? Are you Shia, Sunni? Are you Kurdi or Arabi? It's not my business. My business, I'm really love you, and I know you love me because I'm getting this, I'm receiving. I'm not only giving, I'm receiving this kind of love and tension. Like sometimes father and mother, they saying to their children, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. They don't say it. But the children, they are receiving this tension and this kind of what's called frequency of love. So without anything, even when a father or mother become angry on their children will not judge. Why? Because they are cancel, delete all the judgment, and they know the family, they love them. So it's the same things. It's by canceling, delete all the judgment, the program that we have, and let's restart. And no one is like angel. We all did mistake. And we all in one day, we hate ourselves and we regret for some point. I cannot make one mistake cost me leaving this friendship or leaving this life or this work or this husband or this children. We should accept with knowledge. Not like you beat me and then I accept, beat me again, no, it's not like this. It's like we should have some negotiation, but with peace, with listening, with looking at eyes of each other and understand. And the things will be changed. No one, like I come to this life as girl, as Arab, as Asmar, as like this color, like I come to this life, it's not my choice. And you come in this way. So I should accept there is thousands of point of view, there's thousands of people different from me. If I need to live in this life, I should accept and acknowledge there's things, there's some feelings, hate, anger, love inside me. But sometimes even the hate and anger, this feeling is not from me. I got it. Like, for example, my father has a problem with his brother. I'm going to hate my uncle without he did something for me. I hate it because I have seen something. But the reality, I should not do this. In reality, I should see what my father did. Maybe my father mistake. Maybe my uncle mistake. Maybe there's some miscommunication. So I don't need to judge people according to what happened before. If each one of us treat the person in front of him, cancel, delete all the judgment, cancel, delete all the program, you can just two souls sitting together, have a tea. Things will be changed. And sometimes even when you sit together and have negotiation or talk, you say, my brother say this, and then you say this, and the paper say this, and they put so you are not saying you say this. But if you leave all the things has been talked in social media, all the history, you will have new things.
I'm sure that some people clicked on this podcast, clicked on this episode, when they see something like Department of Peace in the United States right now, or they see something like How to Survive a Dictator, they are having their own fears about two things. Either they are afraid of Donald Trump and Elon Musk are becoming dictators, or they are maybe supporters of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and they think that the other side is calling the people they like dictators. So they click on it because they want to know either how can I survive this dictator who is growing in my country, or they think, why do you think my guy is a dictator? Now I have to survive you because you are against us. Do you have any advice for Americans right now? And actually, maybe this even applies to some other countries who are going through it. There's a lot of change in the world. The center of our political parties, the center of our conversations is falling apart. And really, we're moving more and more to the sides. Do you have any advice for Americans, let's say specifically right now, how to survive these social changes that are really tearing us apart?
So true, there's things which is its effect. But if you make this person, this dictator, not in your life, I mean, during the COVID, people say we lost a lot of our businesses, we don't have work, but in the same time, a lot of people, they work 3 jobs in a day and they get a lot of things. So if you don't think about the dictator and ask yourself, what you're going to do for your community? What you're going to build for your community? And when I say community, start by yourself, by the small community, or like your home, your house, yourself, and then outside. Start by this. Sometimes we like to blame others. But if you ignore the side of Trump, ignore the side of the dictator, and think what I can do, if every one of us think they can build their country, they can build themselves without thinking about this person, this dictator, our community can be changed. So what they can do is by think about themselves, build themselves, ignore the situation that's happening outside. Maybe it's true and maybe it's not true. it's just like propaganda, let's say. Like, like things has become bigger and bigger, and maybe it's not like this. Just to start by one step, as your word, one step, take a one step, and get out from your comfort zone, from this scary, from this idea programmed, and try something new by yourself, by believing everything will be good. And I think it's going to be good. Somehow it's going to be good if we all believe.
A lot of people in America, I think we grow up with a kind of programming that tells us America is a very, very different kind of place from every other country in the world. Like, really, we're the greatest, and nobody can be like us. And so then when you come to a situation where maybe half the country is saying you're committing genocide against a group of people, a lot of Americans will think, actually, it's impossible for us to commit genocide because we're America. Like, literally, we cannot be the ones committing genocide because we are only the ones who go and stop other people from committing genocide. Or they say, maybe some of the country will say, you're going through a dictatorship right now. Like, a dictator is rising, or a king is rising, or the government is falling, democracy. And a lot of Americans will think, actually, no, that's impossible. We're America. We invented democracy, people will think. So it's impossible for us to not be democracy. There's no way anything like this can happen in our country. Do you have any thoughts on that? Or advice?
Changing the program is not easy. It's not a piece of cake. Because, like, this build, like, with your blood. Like, you are keep thinking about this. But the things that you can start with is acknowledge there is a new idea, acknowledge there is a new program. Maybe we are perfect, which is good. But actually, if I can say it in my word, which is we are all souls, and our body, our ethnicity, is like a car. I told you from the beginning, we are here like actors or something. So actually, we are all the same by a soul. If you are an American, Iraqi, Palestinian, or anything, we are all souls. There is no this cover from outside. So if you care about the cover and forget your soul, you will continue the same person that you are. But if you remove your color, the cover that you are American or like Iraqi or anything, and start to think about there is right and wrong in every place. And okay, we are American, we are good, which is good, but we are not angel. We need to do something. We need to develop something. We need to stop something. And the good things is nice to search before you talk. If they search about other world, if they search about other countries, if they search about, but with and they should make the ego sleep. If the ego sleep, oh my God, everything will be changed in this world. Because like the ego is actually the bad side from us, the shadow, let's say, If we cancel the shadow or close the shadow or make the shadow sleep, and we start as a human, think and thought and like talk and believe as a soul and human, everything will be changed. They're gonna believe there is pain. They're gonna believe there is two sides, right and wrong, and we are all human. And even if you are American or any ethnicity that you are, there is bad and good in each group and place. Not all people in America, they support the war. And no, not all the American people hate the Arab or other side of the world. Not all. There's some. And if we make this some, not hate them, but make them understand their soul, this idea will be changed. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Inas Basim, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
A very powerful message about the importance of systems, which you call programming, but also personal responsibility in the midst of systems. I think this balance is hard to find right now. Some people will focus on systems only. They just blame the programming for everything. Or some people will focus on personal responsibility. They just blame you did not do something or you have responsibility. They don't acknowledge the programming. And I think this is a very powerful, balanced way to start thinking about our life. The programming, the systems around us that do actually control us. But our personal responsibility and what we do inside that programming. I'll be thinking about that for a while. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much.
All right. We are the Department of Peace. If today's conversation challenged you or changed you or made you think, don't let it stop here. If you're sick of the way things are, but you don't want to just sit in your frustration, I hope you'll become a member of the Department of Peace today. The Department of Peace online community is a space where doers and dreamers across the world are coming together to rise above the mindsets and the systems that keep us down and divided. And this isn't just talk, we're actually doing it. We fund relief work in Gaza, we're rebuilding in Iraq and Syria. And we're producing and touring protest art from Ukraine and the West Bank. When you join us, you'll be joining a community of people ready to help you wage peace in your backyard as well. And we're trying to build a real movement here, and we need you in it. Find us at www.departmentofpeace.world. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it. Because most believe the way things are is the way things have to be. But I have a feeling if you've made it this far, you're not like most, which means we really need you. Click below to enlist in the Department of Peace today.